Now, during the Second World War, it was the job of mechanics like Jeff Brereton to keep RAF Hurricanes airworthy to take on the Luftwaffe. Well, Jeff was clearly very good at it because the aircraft he worked on is the only one used in the Battle of Britain that can still fly. Today, man and machine were reunited, the first time the 99-year-old has seen his Hurricane since that famous battle 80 years ago.
She is the only surviving airworthy Hurricane to have flown in the Battle of Britain.
Have you flown it?
A 99-year-old veteran RAF flight mechanic Jeff Brereton was part of the ground crew who kept her flying 80 years ago.
Just to get holes all over the place, particularly in the fuselage.
In the run-up to Battle of Britain Day, this special reunion of plane and mechanic through the RAF Association has brought back many memories.
So many times that the pilots came down and they said, "Oh, we're all right. I'm lucky I didn't get injured." And I said, "Well, what about all these bullet holes?" And didn't even know they were there.
And then you would have the job of getting the plane ready for the next sortie?
Yes, with this particular aircraft, it was covered in canvas. And all we had to do, if it was bullet holes, we just cover it with a piece of canvas, slap paint all over it, and it was off up again.
19-year-old flight mechanic Jeff was based with 605 Squadron at RAF Croydon during the Battle of Britain, as for 3 months and 3 weeks, Allied air crews fought off German attacks on Britain's ports, airfields and infrastructure. But this is the only one of 12 Hurricanes in his squadron that survived the fierce battles, flying 49 sorties.
It's unbelievable, really, because we got to know the sounds when we were there. It's against the enemy planes, our own planes. And it was such a sweet sound from the Berlin engine. And it's just the same today. It's just the way that I used to hear it in those days. And we'd always pick out and know whether we got to jump down or whether we could stand up. I've seen one or two of my planes, but this one is the best one and the epic, because the others weren't Battle of Britain, this one was.
Even after 8 decades, Jeff can still find his way around the Hurricane's engine.
I had to take all those out on both sides.
While the Battle of Britain was won in the air by the fighter pilots who became known as the Few, Jeff is among the many unsung heroes on the ground to whom the nation also owes so much. Martha Fairley, News at 10 at the Imperial War Museum, Duxford.
Jeff Brereton reunited with his beloved Hurricane 80 years after the Battle of Britain.